A few days ago, I was just randomly thinking, how do I want to balance being a dopamine detox while still being social, while still talking with friends and going out on these events, whatever. And for a long time, I actually thought that being balanced is gay and that you shouldn't be balanced, whatever. But I think that in the beginning, especially because, like for most of my life, I was super antisocial. I think that the earlier I'm social, the better it's gonna be for me. So even though I'm on a dopamine detox, even though I want to focus on myself, grow my YouTube channel, I honestly think that being social while still focusing on your business and like focusing on yourself can be beneficial if you're gonna do what I'm about to say in this video. So what I do is that I spend the first few hours of my day just focusing on myself. I spend the first part of my day just doing the majority of the habits and recording. So from 8 a.m. until lunch, I just focus on myself. I go outside, I read, I write down things I'm grateful for, and then I press record, I edit the video, and I upload it before lunch. I do all of my work before lunch. So after lunch, it's already done. And if I wanted to go outside, if we just went out, I can do that. I can enjoy being social and talking with friends because I already did all the work I want to do. But the first part of my day is just selfish. From 8 a.m. until lunch, until like 1 p.m., those first 5 hours of my day are just focused on myself. Are just focused on improving myself, recording these videos, growing my YouTube channel, and just being consistent with this. So for example, what I did today and what I do basically every single day is that I wake up, I brush my teeth, I quickly grab a book and two of my journals, I go outside and read a book for let's say an hour, then I gratitude journal, I come back home, I have a quick breakfast, whatever, some yogurt with some fruit, and then I press record. After that, I edit the video and then I just press upload on YouTube, and that's basically it. Like, bro, you can finish your entire day, like all the habits that you want to do in the first few hours. Because guess what? Before this dopamine detox, before being super productive and having a great morning routine, I basically did the same tasks I'm doing in the first 5 hours, but I was doing it the entire day. I just woke up at like 10 a.m. I scrolled on YouTube, whatever. I just did some bullshit. Then maybe I gratitude journaled, maybe I did this or that, but I just focused the entire day on doing the tasks instead of the first few hours. But okay, what I want to say is that you can do all these habits that you can do in 5 hours in the entire day. And right now, or like what I was doing in the past, that I was just doing all of these habits that could be done in a few hours in the entire day. Because I didn't have much else to do, right? Bro, I was so stupid like 1 year ago in summer holiday when I just woke up at let's say 11 a.m. I immediately grabbed my phone and I was just scrolling on TikTok for like 2 hours until lunch. Then I had my lunch, whatever. Then cool, I did some work, I edited for like other creators, right? I was doing short form for other creators. So I did that for maybe like 2 hours. Then I was just watching some YouTube videos. Then I don't know, like I was just doing some bullshit and I went to bed late, whatever. But I could have done all of that work, all of that habits that I wanted to do, that I was barely doing. Like I was barely reading, exercising, gratitude journaling, meditating. I could have done all of those habits in the first few hours. And then the rest of my day, just enjoy and do whatever I want. If you're, let's say, like me and you want to focus on yourself, you want to grow your business, grow your YouTube channel, I don't know, read a book, read books, have great mental health, whatever, then what I really advise you is to, instead of just sacrificing the entire day on improving your mental health, which by the way, you're not gonna do that, you're gonna, I don't know, read the journal, whatever, for like a few hours of the day. So instead of you spreading it throughout the day, you just do it in the morning. You just do it the first thing, like the first few hours of your day. You just sacrifice for building yourself, for doing what you want. And then you can do whatever you want. You can be social, you can, I don't know, play your video games, whatever, but only after your work is done, only after what you want to do is done. For me, that's focusing on my mental health and, like being more educated. So like I'm reading some self-improvement books. Right now I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's actually a really great book. So I'm just reading a book and I'm focused on my mental health, I'm gratitude journaling, and then I focus on this. I make YouTube videos, bro. It's so beautiful that after lunch, like all of my stress is gone because I already did all the tasks I'm supposed to do. I already did like everything I want to do in the day. So then all I have to do is to just go to the gym. Like bro, all I have to do is to just go to the gym after lunch. It's so beautiful that I have so much time. I can just focus on myself and I can do whatever I want. And that I'm not stressed by that, oh, I actually have to record, I have to edit today, I have to read for 1 hour today. But you know, it's kind of late, I'm kind of tired. Like, whatever, no, bro, like, just don't do that. Spend the first part of your day for yourself. So then you don't have to stress out about some things you wanted to do, but you're lazy, I don't know, you're procrastinating it. No, bro, just do it as soon as possible, first thing in the morning. That's what I'm doing. And then I can just do whatever I want. I can be social, I can go out with my friends every single day for hours. I can go out for 6 hours per day because I focus the first part of my day just for myself, just to improve myself, just to do all the habits I want to do as soon as possible. And now I'm not gonna go out every single day, right? I'm going out like every other day. So for the days I don't go out, I just focus even more on myself. I'm playing on the piano, I can read more books, I can make more videos, I can record more videos, right? Because that's fun as well. I can actually study because, you know, I'm in this community of educational content creators and I can grow there, I can improve my work, I can learn some tactics on, I don't know, like being more confident, being more present, whatever. And I can also do other stuff like, I don't know, cleaning my room or whatever. Because, you know, like I can't spend that time on social media. I can't watch some educational YouTube videos because I just set a challenge for myself that I'm not gonna be on social media. So I just have so much time for myself when I'm not out. And it's just so calming that you know, when you don't have social media, when you don't just spend time on YouTube and you don't go out, you have the entire day for yourself. That's just so beautiful that you can actually do the things that you wanted to do, but for whatever reason you're procrastinating them. So for example, if you want to reorganize your room, you can do that because right now like you basically don't have anything else to do. When you wanted to look at this or I don't know, do this like play on the piano, but you're just procrastinating it for so long, you can do that. Or like that's what I'm doing, right? When I don't go out and I can't spend time on YouTube, whatever, just, you know, watching some educational videos. Like, I'm just gonna end up doing things I wanted to do, but I was just skipping for months. It's so beautiful, man. Like, you're really gonna figure out a lot by just not being on social media and doing all of your work in the first part of your day. Because after that, if I don't go out, I can just journal. I can just have some deep thoughts that maybe are gonna dictate my future and are gonna make my future better. I remember that like the second day of doing this, like not being on social media, but I also didn't go out. I just remember that I was eating dinner and instead of watching some YouTube videos, because I usually watch YouTube videos when I'm eating, I was literally staring at the wall. I was literally just staring at the wall and I was thinking. Then I laid on my bench press and instead, wait, you can see it in the mirror, I think. Yeah. So I was just lying on my bench press. I was just thinking, bro, like it's beautiful when you don't have anything else, when you don't have anything to do and you can just think and figure out your brain, you know, like David Goggins talks about this. Imagine your brain as a garage, whatever. And and right now it's unorganized. You have stuff all around the floor and you can't even park a single car in there. Well, if you clean it up, if you clean all the toys, all the boxes, whatever, and you make space there, then you can actually fit a car there. You have more space. You have it all organized. And of course that when it's organized is way better. When you imagine your brain as this garage that you can organize, then bro, like how can you organize it? You're not gonna make it clean, whatever, by watching social media and thinking about all the drama. No, you're gonna figure it out by just having time for yourself, having little to no responsibilities because you already did everything you wanted in the first part of the day. So guys, please, just because you want to focus on I don't know, like a dopamine detox, just because you want to figure out your brain a bit, let's say. Even then, like, don't neglect on being social. For me, like, I was antisocial for most of my life, and I was just coping. Like, even after I started improving myself, for the first 3 years, I was just coping and saying that I don't need friends, I don't need to be social, they're bad influence for me, whatever. Bro, just find a good social circle. If it's not in real life, then I don't know, go online and try to be social, because you're gonna learn a lot from being social, talking with people. And even if they're not like the best people, you're still gonna learn so much. Bro, you're gonna learn how to communicate. For me, that's a huge thing, because I was antisocial for the first 15 years of my life. So, for the first 16 years of my life, don't neglect being social. But also, if you let's say can't go out, if all of your friends are busy, then focus that time on yourself. Don't just be on social media doing bullshit. If you don't have a plan, it's literally 10 times better to just be staring at a wall, to just do nothing rather than consuming social media. It's better to be on a dopamine detox, on a full dopamine detox, but it's better to have friends and be on the dopamine detox at the same time than just being on dopamine detox. But of course, it's better to be only on a dopamine detox than not doing anything. The best version of you is being social while still being on dopamine detox, while still improving himself. If you're not social, you're just coping. By the way, if you want, you can book a free 1 hour call with me. It's literally free. We can discuss any topic that you would like. So it's the first link in the description. Just click and book a call with me. It's literally free. Take care, man.